I'm Ian. I'm the founder of Golio. Golio, it's a cloud platform for managing all of your talent, all of your creative resource bookings in one spot. So I'd like to take you on a very quick example of how we do this. But before I do that, I'd like to just use a couple slides to summarize what we're going to do. So here we go. First slide. Here is an overview of our booking, right? We can use this to plan work. We can use it to attach people to that work. This will drive an invoice. It's going to house any discussion or attachment related to the booking, and it is going to create accountability and recognition. This goes on our gig talent, on our freelancers track record, so they care about it in a different way because they're getting recognition, which means they own it in a different way. We will house all of your projects, which are bundles of tasks, in an orderly way. So here we've bundled a bunch of tasks together. So you can use tasks to break apart a booking. So the same person might have 5 different deliverables for you. Golio, you can use that as one booking, or you could do it in 5 bookings. It's very simple. We also have dashboards which allow you to manage everything. It's going to give you an overview. So we can see how much of our budget is booked. We can see the status of all the work. We can see the status of all the invoices. Having everything organized is just killer. And giving people public recognition at the same time, it has a huge, huge impact on projects. So quickly, let's go back over and look at Golio. This is the landing page for Golio. You have a dashboard for just to nudge you to look at things. You can track all the applications to your work. The freelancers can track their work in a dashboard. Project leaders can track all their work, all the different tasks. The finance team has their own view, which will show them what they need to pay and what the projects are out there outstanding. So you know, where the project is against budget, and then your leadership or whoever, maybe your clients, they have a view so they can see the status of projects. They'll want to see it, but they won't necessarily want to be assigning work to an individual designer. So let's create one of these projects very quickly. The project is the umbrella for all the work. What kind of work do you want to do today? Maybe we are pitching a new client. You can add pictures to your projects. It's going to help you keep them organized, and frankly, it's fun. It's a bit of branding for what you're doing. So this is a pitch. Pitch for a new global client. You know, everybody loves doing high-profile work, so that might grab people's attention. Budget, it's just the pitch, so maybe the budget's $5,000 for external work. I can tag my finance department so they can view this. I can tag my partners or my boss or whoever. Web links, so we could put in our standard non-disclosure agreements or standard contracts, maybe a brief. This will be public though, unless you're using, say, a Dropbox where you have your own security on the end of it, right? So we have our project created. Let's create a task now. So we're going to have a designer to work on a deck, and I want somebody who knows Adobe Creative Suite, and we are selling, what are we selling? We're selling breadth of experience. And of course, I'm a terrible speller, but that's why we have technology. So breadth of experience. So we want to show CPG, experience, cars. All right, so we're going to showcase, oh, sorry, cars. we're going to showcase to this client what we're doing. So in your task description, the better you can set expectations, the more likely you are to get what you need out of your talent. More than one person needed, you could tag this if, say, you needed 3 PAs for a shoot. Here we only need 1 designer. Private task, that would be something for internal work. So you can keep your internal and your external, all your tasks in one project in this cloud tool. Assign work. I actually know the designer I want to book on this, so I'm just going to book them. And I probably want them for 3 days. Initially, we might go back and forth after, so, sorry, 24 hours. We might go back after, but, and let's say it's $2,400. Start date, end date, I want this by the 21st. And because of COVID, let's do this remote. All right, so I have my booking very clearly laid out in this spot. My freelancer, they're going to get notified that they've been booked on this. If we have miscommunicated, they can decline the work. But I mean, hopefully you're going to talk to somebody before you assign them a bunch of work. Had I not assigned it, this would turn into a job posting, so I could hire vetted talent. And Ted, when he does this work, in 1 click, it's going to submit an invoice. So this work is now, it resides in my dashboard. So I can manage it. I can see the status of it. It will, of course, nudge me when it's getting close to the due date. And this work, the other half of it, the other half of getting organized is it creating recognition. So this work will go on Ted's profile. This is my profile, it'll go on Ted's profile. When Ted lays out in his profile that he knows Adobe, our work will validate that. It's a gig folio. So Golio, it adds up all the hours people have worked on. So his track record grows over time. He'll be able to drill into exactly the work. I will be listed as a collaborator with him. And I can leave him feedback, vouching for his skills or his timeliness or his attitude. So again, Golio, it's this combination of getting organized and giving people public recognition for the great work they do. That combination, it's just, honestly, often we see project performance double. Stress goes down and project performance doubles. It's just such a killer combination. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, message me anytime.